Oh, I forgot about over 1.5 first period for this game. Shoot, why didn't I do that? Hey, who's there? How you doing? I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it on today. I may have to get off at any time. I have no heat in my house, or very little, or something. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I might have to leave at any time, Oilers, man. But we're gonna watch. And of course, the Oilers are down 1-0. Or what? First 2 minutes of the game. How you doing, buddy? Ty Smith passes it up. I just got to remember how to do the. Yeah. Wow. There wasn't much Smith could do about that. That was a beautiful shot by Hughes. I think this is going to be over. Like, Connor McDavid shuts one in there. I should have had this over 1.5 first period. I didn't even think about it. Oh, well. I got it over 6. Like, I think there's going to be a lot of goals in this game. I didn't pick who was going to win, but Connor McDavid puts one in. Got it. Yeah. Tied her up. Beautiful pass by McDavid. Then a nice pass to McDavid, and he pots it in like nothing happened. Shot. Scored it 2-1 already. Jeez. Unbelievable. Well, it looks like the over is going to go on this one. The announcer says, I hope you took the over on it. Oh, right off the back of Smith. Oh, my gosh. Nico Hischier. Hey, who's in there? Welcome in. Coming on for as long as I can. The heat of my house has not been working, so I may have to get up and take care of some stuff. But until I have to, I thought I'd come in and say hi to everybody, watch the game. Already 2-1 New Jersey. Good thing I took it over on 6. Might get it before the first period. Draisaitl's pissed. Draisaitl's not too happy. 5-3, Edmonton is out shooting them already. I think this is nowhere near over. Dude. Oh, another one. Oh. Tyson Barrie shot one. It's just, I don't even think New Jersey's defense was really the problem in any of these goals. But, I mean, I don't trust the Oilers' defense to save their life. You already know that, though. Oh, Smith saves one. Smith made a save. Ryan versus Michael McLeod, yeah. Oh, yeah, Ryan McLeod and Michael McLeod. Good point. I don't know. Are you still there? I don't even know if you're there. They'll come. People will come. They didn't expect this because I didn't know if I was going to be on. So I had it up that I was coming on, and then I didn't know what was going on with the heat in here or whatever. And then it looks like we got to wait a while anyway. So I'm going to go on for hopefully the whole thing. I hope the heat kicks on and we're good. I could share this out probably. That would be a good idea. I'll share this out a bit. Now we got somebody else in here. Who's in here? The Oilers taking a shot from the point. Doesn't look like there's going to be much defense played in this game. New Jersey is not the most defensive, very good defensively. The Oilers are not very good defensively. Both of them are pretty fast. I think the Oilers will probably come back in this game. Blackwood wasn't playing very well going into the break, but then had a good game last game. When he's on, he's really hard to beat. Smith, I think he should have went down to the AHL before he actually came up here. I don't know why. He hadn't played for months, and they play him the next two games. Just kick the thing that gives you heat. Yeah. Another goal. Yamamoto tips it in. Yamamoto, we need him to get going. 2-2 and we haven't even got started yet. Jeez. Slater Kukuk. Yamamoto sticks are out there. I would say Blackwood was not prepared very well for that. I don't know what he was doing. You got to be like, you see the great goaltenders. Yeah. Yamamoto giving Oilers fans some heat. They need to get him going, man. Like, he has not had a good year this year. Hopefully that keeps it, starts giving him a little confidence because he has not played well this year at all. They were expecting a lot more from Yam this year. I'm going to share this to an Oilers. Why not? See if we can get some people in here we normally don't get in here. Yeah, why not? Share it to New Jersey, too. We'll bring some New Jersey people in here, eh? Why not? It'll be a better game. I didn't take the Oilers to win this or New Jersey. I didn't know it was. I was on the fence on it, but loving the goal scoring. This is the way the Oilers got to win. Like this is usually teams. They should beat teams like New Jersey on a regular basis because um, they New Jersey is not a very good defensive team. They're fast, but they're not very big. The Oilers are bigger. They're faster. They have more skill. New Jersey's still really young. You didn't expect this? I thought it was over all day. Hey CL, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Got a 2-2 game already. Hajim. Live circus show, yeah. I had the over. If this doesn't go over, I don't know what. I don't know what to say if this doesn't go over. This would be ridiculous if all of a sudden they stop scoring now. This is going to go big time. But these two teams, you should have, Smith, I don't know why. I still can't believe they let Smith play 2 games in a row after not playing for a month. Like, I guess Tippett knows his guy. He's been with him for a long time. Tippett coached Smith in he coached him in Arizona. I know he was a Warrior, but he is 39 years old. He hadn't played for a few months now. Uh, I don't know. I didn't think why didn't they send him to the AHL? Get used to a few shots. Like they're not desperate. They weren't desperate, and in the long run, I think it would have helped them anyways. So Hyman is out. Oh, I didn't know that. See, they just changed those things at the last second, right? Let me update it. Why is Hyman out? It still doesn't say that Hyman's out here. Sean Couturier out week to week. Oh my gosh. Just gets worse and worse for Philadelphia. Does it say why Hyman is out? I never heard anything about it coming into this. He played last game though. Yeah, Ryan and the McLeod brothers playing against each other. That's kind of cool. I think the New Jersey McLeod is a little better than the Oilers McLeod. Yeah, he played last time, so he should be in here today. Well, they're settled down now. Yeah, Pacioretty is out. Kind of funny, eh? Stone as well. So I don't know what to do with that Vegas game. Who's going to be in net for the Lightning again? Like, I don't know if the Lightning can really beat anybody with that. Oh, McDavid with a nice pass again. Harvey shoots it from an off angle. Keith passes into the corner. Turn around. Oh, almost every shot it feels like it's going to go in right now. What was I doing? I was going to look at something, but yeah, I mean, either one of them, I got to think the Rangers can win that. Maybe with Shesterkin in net, I mean, even if Tampa Bay plays them, neither one of those goaltenders have looked like they can stop NHL shots. So I don't know how they're going to go about. Tampa Bay can play shutdown defense if they try, but pretty tough team to do it against. And they're putting Shesterkin in, so they want to win that game. And Georgiev, I guess I don't think they have much of a choice because I think Georgiev is out right now too. So that's what I was doing. I was going to check. And knowing Cooper, he won't tell you till the last second. Yeah, that's right. Do you think Anaheim can beat the Golden Knights with all those guys out? How many guys? They don't have Zegras either. Like, neither one of them have a great lineup. They haven't even said who's going to be. They don't have Comtois, Lundestrom, Carrick. Who else is out? Oh, Getzlaf. What they need is another winger. Yeah, their lineup's looking pretty grim too. Terry, Getzlaf, and whoever, Milano, Lundestrom, Raquel. Yeah, man, that's a tough one. Gibson can hold him in. Brossoit hasn't been playing that bad. Yeah, even with all those guys out, because they still got a number one line. I think you're right. Oh, nice little flip pass up into the middle there. But couldn't connect. Oilers losing the puck in the neutral. Oh, who's that? Oh, Connor McDavid. See, look, there's Connor McDavid fighting in the corner. Yeah, imagine if they had a defense that could actually take pucks off sticks so McDavid didn't have to fight for pucks in the corner. How many points he would have this year? Another goal. Oh my gosh. Tippett is just, I can't stand the guy anymore. Look at, he's whining back there. Nico Hischier, was that Mercer? Mercer with the little flip up in the top hand corner. I was just, they're terrible defensively. Look at that pass that they just made right there. Mercer, the rookie, gets another one. Look at that. They just coughed it right up to New Jersey there. And again, who is that? Number 75. Is that Bouchard making those mistakes? It's just the first, yeah. Yeah, we still got another 20 goals to go yet, Oilers, man. So, wonder what Smith's save percentage is going to take an absolute beating. He didn't play well last game. Was that had to be Barry? Fogel, Sevier, Fogel. They got Fogel on the third line again. Oilers have a game where they didn't allow a 5-on-5 goal. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. I'm actually more surprised by that than the fact that LA has 8. To tell you the honest truth, I'm surprised the Oilers have even one game where they didn't allow a 5-on-5 goal. Must have hit a lot of posts that game. Yeah, but I've liked the way LA has played. They just need more talent. Once their talent matures, I like that team. I thought they would have been more mature than they were this year. I overrated their youth this year. I kind of did New Jersey too, but I mean they're winning. They could make the playoffs still, LA, right? So I had them making it this year, just barely. New Jersey, I didn't have them making the playoffs. I had the Rangers making it, though. The special teams are bad for the Kings, yeah. Yeah, well, that's because they have a young team, right? Power play, I don't like their overall defense. I think they're getting a lot done on defense with a very average defense. But they're playing a good team defense game. It's a McClellan system. A lot of shots on goal. Don't be too. You're never going to see them be too fancy. They can switch from man on man to possession pretty good, and getting great goaltending by Quick. That's been really the biggest saving grace for them. I think is that awesome goaltending they're getting from Quick this year. Sorry, I got a lot of things going on. So if you see me texting, I just got a lot of things going on.
Right now has the go-ahead goal, and he's been quite an impact player. Another first-round pick, all 5 goals in this game scored by first-round picks. Mercer, who spent last season with Shakubie and Drummondville and McHugh, has provided offense now, has 9 goals in the season. Right now, he's got
on our NBA right now, we're 20. You know what I am ever since the break on hockey? I have I am 19-5. 19 correct, 5 wrong. And last night we were up 35 units. Woo! It's pretty cool. Yeah, I was looking. Who's got the worst special teams? Oh, Hyman's playing there now. Oh, I see. The Devils shouldn't be beating you to the puck like that. And certainly shouldn't be out muscling you off the puck. That's the thing with the Oilers. They can get so easily out muscled off the puck. In the offensive zone and the defensive zone, actually. Yeah, that was Bouchard that made those two mistakes. 75. Oh, yeah, I was going to look up NHL special teams. Oh, almost had a breakaway again. Watch them fight for the puck. New Jersey pulls it again. How many times does Edmonton either get beat to the puck or get the puck taken off their stick in the defensive zone? They're so soft on their stick. It is crazy. I think the Oilers are number one in power play, right? Yeah. But where's LA? Oh, you're not. At least you don't have LA's power or Montreal's power play. 11.3%. $11.3 for Montreal. That's pretty bad. Well, make sure you smash that like button. Let's get some more people in here. That'll help people get. Yeah, Edler injury was huge. They really need some more guys like that in LA. What's LA's power play though? Oh yeah, 25th, 16.5. Not great, but better than the Flyers, Red Wings. Pittsburgh Penguins are only 15.3 on the power play. Their 5-on-5 is unreal. Washington Capitals are 30th in power play this year. And Detroit is not. They play Detroit tonight. I was thinking the over on that game, but it would have to be a lot of 5-on-5. I guess Washington's scoring a lot of 5-on-5 goals. Holy smokes. Penalty kill. On the opposite end of it, the Penguins are number one. Stupid Oilers. Oh, Patricia. Yeah, there we go. Right, I forgot about Patricia. At least Patricia comes into the chat. New York Ranger. Who's got the worst penalty kill? Vancouver. Oh, yeah, right. I already knew that. It's gotten better, actually. It was 65%. Winnipeg was 70.6 on the penalty kill. Brutal. And Montreal is 71. They got the fourth worst penalty kill and the worst power play. And Los Angeles is terrible, too, yeah. Colorado's got a bad penalty kill. The Edmonton Oilers probably have the best combined. Carolina is second. Anaheim is third. Calgary always has a good penalty kill. So goals for, it was Florida. Vegas is taking over now. Just imagine when Vegas gets Eichel in there. Holy man. Washington has one of the worst power plays in the league, but the fourth most goals for. So they got to be the highest 5-on-5. Well, I think McDavid does deserve the cup, but the Oilers D doesn't deserve the cup. McDavid doesn't deserve the Oilers D, I would say. You guys got to do so. Oh, McDavid again. Just as I said it, McDavid had a little flipper, but Blackwood got it. It's toned down a bit. No more goals. Like I think the last 5 minutes, they actually went 5 minutes without a goal. One-timer blocked. 37 seconds left in the third period. Settled down a little bit now. Haven't scored in a couple minutes. Oh, okay. They've played 3 less games, but the Islanders have the least amount of goals scored, less than Arizona. Mostly because they scored 7 in one game. Like the last little while, I think they had 2 games where they scored 14 goals, and they hadn't scored more than 2 up until that point, like 2 or 3 times in the season. Chicago can't score. What's Detroit? What's their goals for? 20th. He is, but he's good defensively too. He can play both ways. He's their best defenseman, I think. He's better than Nurse both ways. Yeah, they need a shutdown guy. And honestly, I don't know where the Oilers are going to pull out a shutdown guy. I heard Sherratt, but his defensive analytics are not that great. Broberg's not going to be ready for a couple of years. He wasn't expected to really play until he was 22 or so. I don't know how good he's going to be defensively. I know he's got a killer stride. He looks like he should be good defensively, better than what we have. Certainly better than Barry and Keith, that's for sure. But you don't want to rush the kid either. They need to go out and find a defensive defenseman. I like Connor Murphy from Chicago. I would be very happy if they could pick up. Where is he from? Connor Murphy. Oh, he's from the United States, though. He doesn't have a no trade clause or anything. Oh, his base. What's his cap hit? His cap hit is 4.4. At 4, he's not going to give you a lot of points. I mean, his minus 13 doesn't really matter, but his defensive analytics are good. He's strong. He's big. I would be very happy with Connor Murphy. And how old is he? He's only 28, too. Perfect. They're going to end up. They better not. Except that they don't have a haul. Oh, yeah, Nugent Hopkins for Connor Murphy. Be careful what I wish for. They'll do something like Nugent Hopkins for Connor Murphy or something like that. I would give up this year's first for Connor Murphy, but I think they'd have to trade something back to make the cap work a little bit. Not too much because most of it's been paid out, but next year maybe. What? Oh, I didn't check. What was he? He's a right defenseman. I think Edmonton is not really needing right defenseman though. It's left defenseman they need, isn't it? Any defenseman really is what they need, but oh yeah, he would take Cece's spot. Oh no, we got who's out. Nurse is out, right? Why don't they have Nurse here? Where's Nurse? Injured reserve. I think they made a mistake here in cap friendly. They don't have Nurse isn't playing today. Oh, Nurse isn't playing. Okay, so yeah, Nurse is a left. Bouchard right. Yeah, that would work. Play Connor Murphy with Duncan Keith. That would be and he played with Duncan Keith before, so he could help Duncan Keith out. Somebody needs to. Better than Cece could, that's for sure. Cece would then go to the bottom pairing, and Tyson Barrie would go and sit down on the bench where he should be. That would be awesome. Let's do that. Barrie should go. Yeah, well, if they can find a spot, somebody to take him, by all means, man. I don't know who would want to take him right now, but I don't know who would want to take him now, but maybe. General managers do weird things. I mean, Holland did a weird thing signing him to that contract and making that Duncan Keith trade. Possibly there's a team that doesn't look at analytics at all and figures they need that Barry's a power play guy or something. I don't know who it would be though. I don't think Nashville would be that stupid. I don't know. It's hard to say like who would be that stupid to do that. Maybe the Winnipeg Jets trading your division. They could, for some reason, think. I mean, Montreal Canadiens. Pretty hard to get rid of that contract. Yamamoto plus the pick. I wonder if Yamamoto would be enough in itself. He's a young guy who's got lots of upside. Hard to put a value on what Murphy would bring. It's hard to put a value on what Murphy would cost. I'm thinking our first might do it. And I think people would think that's an overpay, but most people just don't realize the value of a guy like Connor Murphy, especially to this team. I still think Yamamoto's gonna be okay, but hey, Lauren, how you doing, buddy? I started early. I got something wrong with my heat in my house, and I don't know exactly how it's going to work. Right about 1 o'clock, I'm probably going to have to make a phone call and see what we're going to do about it. Yeah. Barry should go, but like, if you can help me out, where would he go? You can go to LA. You can take him. You can take him in LA. You guys need a guy like that, right? You guys don't have enough smallish defensemen. There. Lauren, Carolina can take him. Carolina can work with Barry. I really have no idea. Like, that is one where you're trying to figure out which general manager is going to be completely ignorant of Barry's defensive, being horrible defensively. Yeah. You think? You don't think you're going to do that? LA needs a big lefty. Well, there you go. Connor Murphy, call up Chicago. Montreal can take Barry. Yeah, maybe they would do that. I don't think Gorton's going to do that. Maybe when Bergevin was there, possibly, but I don't think Gorton's going to do that. Pretty sure. He seems like a pretty smart dude. I don't think he's going to be taking on a guy like Barry. He built that team analytically. I thought maybe Florida, but they would have to take a fairly bad contract in return. Like, almost as bad, but possibly a forward. And, not the greatest value. Maybe Seattle. Maybe Francis doesn't realize, like, maybe they got Alexiak and Larson, and then I would even take William Borgen and Cal Yarncroc or something like that, just to make the money work. That'd be fine. I'd be happy with that. Yeah, well, they have no goaltender, and that's what I think is going to probably happen tonight with the Rangers, too. On a back-to-back, and they still don't have a goaltender. I should probably put that in right now. I really think the Rangers are going to win that game. But yeah, they have no goaltender. What are you going to do? He can't stop nothing. And the guy neither one of them are ready for NHL talent. They're on COVID. Everybody's on COVID, so tough for Tampa right now. And they're playing against some pretty tough teams too. It's really not even fair. Like, how do you play? You just got to play your game and hope that it bounces off the guy. Make him feel as calm as you can possibly make him feel. And I mean, the Leafs did lose to a Zamboni driver, so. Oh, shoot. I'm not feeling one bit sorry for Tampa Bay either. I'm not at all. I mean, it sucks for them, but I don't feel bad for them. No, no, I agree. I don't feel bad for them. Couldn't happen to a better team, if you ask me. Eh, What's our next game? Oh, Ducks and Lightning are on at 1 too, in an hour. It's starting to get warm in here now. Maybe we got our heat back. I think we might have our heat back. Just one sec, okay? I'll be right back, guys. How's it? Does it feel cold in there still? It's starting to feel warmer, isn't it? I just started feeling like actually warm, but I don't know if it's the stove or. No, it won't. You'll leave it still warm all day. How do you cook a turkey? Oh, yeah, I think we got heat back.
Oh, okay.
Nice. That's perfect. I think we might have got our heat back. Yeah, I don't think the Canes are going to have too much trouble with Columbus tomorrow. That card tomorrow. It's a Saturday though, man. Saturdays are all I don't know. Saturdays are freaking dog days. We'll see, but I don't know. I'm not putting lots on anything. Carolina's got to be Columbus though. Carolina's playing like perfect hockey right now, and Columbus is fading fast. Although I think that break helped them out. They got a lot of young teams that are. All right, here we go back. See how many goals they can score in the first 5 minutes here. What's the over under in the first 5 minutes? Four goals in the first five. Barry and Nurse are back together again. Woo! Oilers are starting to have a little bit of possession. Siegenthaler puts it in behind the net to that is Siegenthaler to Siegenthaler. And there's a hand pass. The Pittsburgh's always tough, but I think the Canes would beat them in a 7-game series for sure. Pittsburgh basically wins games because they have a fantastic system, and the players that play it really well. Carolina does too. They just have more talent than Pittsburgh does overall in their lineup and a better defense. Goaltending Jari's been really good this year, but I still think they might get Fleury. If they go out and get Fleury, then I would be a little bit worried, for sure. But the Rangers, I'm pretty sure they beat them in a 7-game. They're too green yet. Lightning, yeah, any Lightning for sure. Vasilevsky can win a series no matter how well you play. So, and the Knights. Colorado, depending on what they do at the deadline. But they're probably still a little too green yet. And, Eichel. Well, we found out what they were going to do. We were asking who are they going to trade. And I didn't know if they even had to trade, but now we don't even have to worry about it. They did it again. Hey, how you doing, Oilers, man? Welcome back, my friend. Now watch. Okay, I need 2 more goals yet, by the way. They're not going to go like the whole rest of the game and not score after you score 5 in the first. But neither one of them, both goaltenders were like screaming defense in the first period because this is a really slow game now. And the Oilers really, I would want to turn this into a shootout. I think they have a better chance of winning. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Bobby Orr's the best defense. In his era, I don't compare it to anyone in the era now. I don't think there's anybody comparable, for sure. It's hard to compare eras though because how do I explain it? Like the overall talent level at the time wasn't anywhere near what it is now. There wasn't as much talent, but for sure, Bobby Orr dominated that era more than any defenseman I've ever seen. And I'm just going by tape and stuff like that. One thing you say about Bobby Orr is, yeah, Barry does suck, yeah. One thing you got to say about Bobby Orr is he is the only player, I believe, that was ever the best offensive player and defensive player in the game at the same time. He was the best offensive defenseman. He was the best offensive player, not just offensive defenseman, offensive player, and the best defensive player in the league for a couple years. Nobody can say that. Crosby was pretty close defensively and offensively, but I don't think he hit it. And it certainly wasn't overwhelmingly so like it was with Bobby Orr. Oh, there we go. Why did Draisaitl take so much time to make a decision there? I'm pretty sure the Oilers come back and win this game. The way things are going right now, the Devils pooch out in the third all the time. Wonder what you're getting on the ML for the Oilers right now. Let's take a look here. 225. 225 right now. Under 9.5. Do you think they could go like not score 5 goals now? Because as it gets closer, they're going to be pushing a lot more though. Datsuk, yeah. I don't know, Bergeron, Datsuk. But Datsuk was better offensively. And he played in the clutch and grab era. So, like, his 80 to 90 points is like 100 to 110 now. So that's probably right, yeah. I know everybody in the league, anybody who ever played with him, like players always said, Datsuk was your favorite player, yeah. I never saw a guy strip a puck like Datsuk, man. That guy was insane. I never saw a guy strip pucks off of people's sticks that I never saw a guy strip pucks off of people's sticks and they didn't even realize it happened like he did. How many times he would take a puck off people's stick and they would keep on skating thinking they still had it. Like I never saw anybody do that before on that regular of a basis. Nice. Keith. Tell me again how Keith is a good defenseman still. Please tell me again. Yeah, I've seen it, but not as much. Like, he did it all the time. It was crazy. You saw it a lot with Datsuk. Just watching, and all of a sudden, the guy would be like a guy would go full on, think he's carrying it and try to pass it, and he's already gone. McDavid again. I knew I should have put it in there. Yeah, Panarin's pretty good at it too, yeah. Panarin's very underrated defensively. It's just guys that are so good with their stick. I don't think there's ever been too many. There hasn't been too many players that have been that good as good with their stick as Datsuk. Wayne Gretzky, but I didn't really see. Wayne Gretzky used to do it on occasion, but he was focused so much on offense with the Oilers that, like, they took a lot of risks. Probably Mario Lemieux would do it every once in a while. Like, the guys that were absolute wizards with their sticks coming back would do it. But Datsuk was, like, just an absolute wizard. Unbelievable. 3-all Oilers, man. I put the Oilers ML in. I should have put it in last because I really think they're going to win. Oh. Smith looks like he's settled out a little bit. I got my over. That's right, I got the over. It's going to be over for sure, so that's good. He could strip a puck when he wanted to, though. He was pretty smart defensively, but the way, I mean, they were not coached to play very strong defense. It was, Draisaitl just about potted one there. Tim Horton? Really? Oh, I got a lot of my favorite players that didn't play for the Oilers. Jerome McGinley. Like now, I love Brady Tkachuk, Matthew Barnaby, Rod Brindamore. Of course, I'm a Philadelphia Flyers fan too. So. Maybe. And that's the other way the game has changed, right? You can't do as much as you used to do before. Sorry, I'm putting in some. I got to do my work while I'm talking to you guys. I'm usually doing picks and stuff right now before I get into it. Before I do my live, I usually am doing my picks. Now I got to do it while I'm talking to you because we're doing it earlier today. What's the over-under on the Rangers game? Tell me it's 6. Oh, that would be beautiful. Tell me it's 6. That would be freaking awesome.
This afternoon's major part of the game brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Parts that make the difference. That's Napa know-how. Well, one guy that's having a big game tonight is Duncan Keith. He's done an excellent job, closed a bunch of gaps. Three keeps an Oilers offense across the line. Feet two in and a great stretch pass right up the middle to the world's best player.
6. The over-under is 6 on the Rangers game. Woo! Oh, because Shesterkin's in net, but still. That goaltending? Oh, yeah, that's got to be. Oh, sorry, I didn't sit like I'm doing my picks there, but there was a fight. Must have been much of a fight. Theoren Fleury was another one. Jerome McGinley, Theo. I had too many Calgary Flames. Okay, come on. Oh, that's a penalty. I don't know. What do you do? Maybe it's not a penalty. Oh my gosh, a 3-on-1. Smith freaking pulls it off. The Oilers are so bad defensively. Oh my gosh.
This is one the Oilers would be eager to kill off for one of their leaders.
Oh yeah. I mean, when you consider that Fleury did all that hung over, I mean that's insane. He did all that hung over, man. You like a lot of Tims? Like people, oh, nice to see Yamamoto pot one. I didn't even see you there, Joe. Welcome into the live. Yeah, well, it's nice for Edmonton to see that. That's for sure. Because they definitely need Yamamoto going. I think Yamamoto's been focusing hardcore on defense this year. He wants to get his defensive game. And actually, that's probably a good thing. Because somebody has to. It isn't anybody, very, very few people on the roster do that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's warm now, right? Raf? It's warm now, right? It looks probably going to get too warm. We got heat. Woo! If you didn't know, I didn't have heat this morning. It was crazy in here. You like lots of guys named Tim, or you just like Tims, as in Tim Hortons? Okay, Oilers killing one off here now. It's funny. They have a poor defense, but they have a good penalty kill, which is really odd. Smith looks like he's found his mojo now. Bratt with a nice pass out to... Was that Heischer again? Who was that? That was Heischer again. Heischer's having a great game. Oh, Tim. All three Kachucks for sure. Tim Stützle. Joe Sakic. Yeah. Steve Yzerman is my favorite human male on the planet. So I have to say... Steve Yzerman is my man crush. I love Steve Yzerman. One of the human beings I would want to meet on my bucket list. I loved him in Detroit. I loved him when he was a player. I love him as a general manager. I just love the guy. He's one of the best guys ever. I don't know how is it that the Oilers are so bad defensively, but they're great on the penalty kill. I don't understand. It's the same people playing defense, but when they're on the penalty kill, they seem to really be. They're fairly aggressive, and they don't take too long to get it out. They just shoot it out. I think that's why. It's when they got to think that things become a problem. Smith looks like he's dialed in now. Smith looks like he's dialed in. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Try to get as many people in here. Yeah, I like Tim Stützle a lot. Pretty tough with the line mates he's had this year, though. I think that's been the main problem. They've been, when they have any injuries at all, he's got to play with players that are pretty hard to create with, and he's a really creative guy. He's had to do a little more than, especially for a guy his age. He's still young, and if I remember correctly, yeah, he's playing. Well, now he's playing with Formanton and Connor Brown, but before he was playing like guys like Nicholas Paul and guys like that. Okay, Edmonton, enough already. Enough playing in your own zone. Can we now play in the other end? I just put you in as a live, and you're going to play like this garbage? And it's offside. When Pinto is back, and, Norris is out now too. But they need more talent on that team. Well, they got Chris Tierney playing up with Tkachuk and Batherson. They should just they got to put offense throughout their lineup so he doesn't get the advantage of playing with Tkachuk and Batherson. He probably would be doing really well if that was the case, but he doesn't get much of a chance to do that. So the Oilers, as soon as I put a live in, now they want to play back on their heels and all their garbage that they do. Yeah, I don't know what was it him taking a little more offense than he should. I don't know the whole story there, so it's hard to say. But in Carolina, he's starting to fall down the roster a bit now. They were playing him in the top two pairing on 5-on-5, and he was getting about 17 minutes. He looked pretty good, but I think now the more I look at it, he's probably going to be more of a 5-6. So I was probably incorrect about that. And then for Foegele, it's okay, I guess. Fogel's not, he's okay. He's more than likely, he's a adequate third liner. He looks like he's going to score more, but like Lawrence says, it's Stonehands Foegele. It's pretty much his nickname. I wouldn't say he's garbage. He's not garbage. He's not going to. He's a decent third line guy. That's what he is. Now, on a really good team, he'd probably be a fourth liner. On a really good team. On a really deep forward team. Well, that's what third liners usually are. That's why they're third liners. They're good at keeping the fourth liners. Lawrence is a fourth liner. Stahl's lost his. Stahl was never a big. He was a great third line center. When they won the cup, when Pittsburgh won the cup that year, Stahl was awesome. But he's always a third line center, a really good one, but a third line center. He didn't have the offensive tools to play in the top six ever. Well, I don't know if it's that bad. I mean, he does have. I don't think an ECHL player is going to have as many points as Foegele has this year, even with the line that he's playing. What does he have? Like, I think he has. Who is he? 5 goals. He has 11 points in 30 games. 5 goals, which is about 10 to 15 goals. That's not bad for a third line player. He looks like he has even more stone hands because of the opportunities he gets. And he does he does a lot of the wraparound tries and stuff like that are pretty low percentage plays. He tries a lot of low percentage plays. I would prefer Bear right now. Yeah, I totally would prefer Bear for the Oilers team especially. Yeah. Oh, if the Oilers lose this game because they're getting beat to pucks and losing battles, I'm going to go as far as to say that if they don't get if they keep on losing battles like this, like they've been doing a lot all year, they might not even make the playoffs. Really, I could see them not even making the playoffs, which would be pretty crazy. But they're losing battles all over the place here. It's like the only time they can score is if they happen to be able to get a wide open opportunity to do it. If they actually have to fight, if they have to fight for the puck in the corner or something like that, they're done. And that's against New Jersey. New Jersey is not. They got a biggish team, but they're not known for their determination in the corners and stuff like that. Like what when they start playing against Tampa's and like Carolina would rip this team apart, man. I think Carolina would have a tougher time with Nashville's and stuff like that than these guys. Oh, did I lose you guys for a bit because everybody took off? I must have lost everybody. Did I lose everybody? I got 0 concurrent viewers all of a sudden. Where'd everybody go? There we go. Okay. I lost my concurrent viewer thingamajigger. It's not telling me how many people are on right now. All right. To win a face-off, they are losing. Here's a battle for the puck. Well, they kind of won that one. Another battle for the puck. Nurse fires in the crowd. Okay, it's kind of wide open. They haven't had to battle for anything yet. A little bit of a turnover by New Jersey, and they gave up the puck just like that. Now, that wasn't a battle. He just outrightly just said, here you go. We're done in your offensive zone. That's enough. We don't want to take all the offensive zone time, right? Share it around a little bit. Okay, fight in the corner. 2 guys against 1, against 74. Lose it. I don't even know who is in the corner, but whoever it is, they're going to lose. They're going to lose the battle. They're losing battles every time they go into the offensive zone, the Oilers are, against the frickin' New Jersey Devils, whose one of their biggest problems has been losing battles. It's really what hockey's all about, right? Puck possession, winning battles. If you're not doing one of those 2 things or both, you're not going to win too many games. All right, so New Jersey coming in. It's 25 seconds left. They managed to keep it a 3-3 tie, even though they're not winning battles with anybody. In the defensive zone, forget about it. There's another cough up by who, I don't know who that was. And icing. 6 seconds left. 6 seconds left. Oh, and we got another game coming on here right away. In 20 minutes. I was a backhand guy. I could backhand to each corner. My forehand, my shot was not really the best in the world, but my backhand was wicked, if I might say so myself. New Jersey's been beating them, winning almost every battle in the corner. Oh yeah. They were winning almost every battle. You could post it on all corners 4 for 4. Oh, yeah. Anyways, you can't win many games if you don't win those battles. I can't say it enough. And do they not have the guys? Can't pretty much every player has to learn how to win battles in the corner, or you can't play in the NHL. You don't even have to be that big. You have to be smart enough to use your stick, like we were talking about a guy like Datsuk. He used to win battles not through physicality, but he was such a wizard with the stick he'd be able to take it off. But you got to be able to find a way, and if you can't play. It's not like these guys can't win battles. They have either the skill, they have some guys with size, they have guys that can do it, but they're not doing what you need to do to win the battles. They're not playing physical enough. They're not hungry enough. Not hungry enough at all, the Oilers right now. And like they've been like that all year, it seems. Oh, that would be a big problem if you didn't have cardio playing hockey. That's like you were like Perlini then. Perlini can't play long shifts. If he does get in a spot, he's got a great shot. In exhibition, he's fantastic. But as soon as it comes down to playing real hockey, you can't play more than 10 minutes in the night. Or he's winded. I shouldn't say anything. Maybe he's got asthma or something. I don't know. But he's never been able to play a lot of minutes in the NHL. Oh, nice. They're showing the Florida game last night. Look at that. Goaltender completely out. Like, these Tampa's goaltenders are not at all ready for NHL shooters. He went down when he shouldn't have went down. Like, they're not used to guys being able to peg the corners like this. And Panthers moved to 27-4. I had Nashville in this Blue Jackets game. Laine was back. Laine looked like he didn't miss a step last night. He played really well. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to think, okay, we had Connor Murphy as a possibility for Edmonton. I don't like Sherratt. It's kind of hard because you don't know who's going to totally miss the playoffs right now. Buffalo really doesn't have a shutdown guy. That's older anyways. Like, not going to take Will Butcher. Mark Piszczek? I mean, he's played well, but I mean, that's not really the answer either, I don't think. Well, I think Connor Murphy might be the only guy that'll be available that are kind of like a shutdown type guy. It's going to cost you. I think it's going to cost him a first because I think everybody's going to be going after a guy like Connor Murphy. Assuming Chicago trades him, that is. If they're actually going to do a rebuild. No, I didn't see his video on Wallstedt, but I saw it pop up, but I never watched it. It won't be too bad if that Bourgeot kid turns out to be all right, but if he doesn't, oh my gosh, that's going to look terrible. I think it's possible that kid might have told a bunch of teams, like, I want to go to a competitive team right away. Maybe that was it. I mean, you don't know what goes on in the back doors. You could be like, no, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go to Detroit. Because I thought Detroit was going to take him for sure. But I think he'd be silly not to go to Detroit. He's got a future dynasty possibly on his hands there. But they went with Kosa, and Kosa could end up being the better goaltender, but he certainly didn't look like. I mean, he didn't even really make the. He didn't even really wasn't even handed the number one in Canada for Canada, but that development, goaltender development, you know how it is. He does. He is big. He's super fast. Chicago needs a first back this year. Yeah, that's the thing. They trade Connor Murphy. Well, that would get their first back, I guess, but it's a late first. Fleury, well, it isn't going to give them a first. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do. Because you got a new general manager that all he said was that I'm going to have a different philosophy than the past regime. So what does that mean? He hasn't specifically said what that philosophy is. Maybe. Yeah, like they never draft goaltenders in the first round. I don't think Detroit ever did they? When he was in their tenure anyways, I don't think Detroit ever drafted a goaltender in the first round. That old school way of thinking. I was all over that. Like that was like it seemed like the perfect pick, but I don't know. It's like I said. One thing we don't know is how much that player expressed where he wanted to go. Oh yeah. Well, they won a cup without a great goaltender too, right? Except for they finally got with Hasek, they did. With Hasek, they had a strong goaltender, but Osgood wasn't really that strong of a goaltender. He was probably one of the worst goaltenders, and not that he was bad, but he wasn't. He's probably one of the worst goaltenders to win a cup. Well, he was just good enough, that's right. But he was probably one of the worst goaltenders to win a cup. They had Vernon, yeah. Did they win a cup with Vernon? I don't think so. Vernon never won a cup. They won a cup with Hasek. That was probably their best goaltender, maybe that they ever had. Unless you go like way back to original six or whatever. But what did they have? Shovel Day off. Osgood, Howard. Not that great. Then Howard won as a backup, I believe, but he never won as a number one, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jimmy Howard. The Oilers has always had a philosophy of not drafting goaltenders in the first round. And what has it done for them? Nothing. And the one time they did draft a pretty good one, what's his name, went to Arizona, and then Burke turned him into a good goaltender, and they trade him to Minnesota. And now he's pretty much done. Oh. Dubnyk. They drafted Dubnyk. They didn't develop him well. And then they traded him to Arizona, and Arizona, he just went freaking crazy. And then Arizona pulled out a second and a third or something for him to go to Minnesota after that. Yeah, he wasn't elite when he was healthy either. Who's that goaltender that won with Chicago and then went to San Jose and was terrible in San Jose? It was pretty much the reason why San Jose never won a cup. I always forget his name. And then he ended up going to Montreal and finishing his career in Montreal. There's a good trivia question that I don't even know the answer to because I always forget his name. Whoever just came in, you tell us. A goaltender won a cup with Chicago, then went to San Jose, played here nor there, not great for San Jose. The fact that San Jose even did as well as they did with him in net was impressive. And then he got traded to Montreal. And he finished his career as a backup in Montreal. I'm pretty sure he did anyways. And I always forget his name. I want to say Nieto, but that's it. It's something like that. Oh no, it's not goaltenders. Or are they? I can't even find it here. Crawford. What? They don't even have him here. Oh, it's alphabetical, that's why. Pretty sure it started with an N. Niemi, Antti Niemi, yes, you got it. Antti Niemi. Hey, Devondra, how you doing? He's got to be one of the worst goaltenders that ever won a cup. He had a pretty decent year that year, but they didn't win the cup because of Niemi, that's for sure. Yeah, I know. He's got to be the one. That's the guy I was talking about. We were talking about worst goaltenders to win a cup. As a number one goaltender, Antti Niemi had to be it. San Jose probably wins a cup if Antti Niemi isn't their number one goaltender. Well, Scott Darling went bad, way bad. I have to figure he started doing heroin or something when he got the money. He got the money to go to Carolina, and he just went to crap. And now he's playing in the British something or other. He's not making anything now. Talk about a guy who got the money and went garbage. Horrible. It was Niemi versus Leighton. That's true. Yeah, that's right. That was against Philadelphia. Leighton was never even really a NHL goaltender, and he made it to a final. Oh, yeah, talking about that, I got more picks to put in for. Thanks for bringing that up.
circumstance, Bob, I'd ask you, what does Edmonton have to do over the final 20 to repeat that scenario and extract the stuff of victory? Well, they need to limit the offensive chances that New Jersey's been getting. That's a given. And then they got to ride 97 because he is on it tonight, right from the get-go. Ryan McLeod feeding him for one. And he banks home. A couple excellent rushes up the ice. And then obviously the game-tying goal in the second period. And sticking up for his teammates as well. He's had a tremendous afternoon so far for the Edmonton Oilers. What a finish off that beat from Duncan Keith. But that's why we sit in a 3-3 deadlock as we begin the final.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be somebody who's the worst goaltender to win a cup. Yeah, that Chicago team was insane. And I think that there are other teams that could have won with lesser goaltenders. The Edmonton Oilers probably could have won without Fleury, without Fuhrer. Some of those Montreal teams probably didn't need the greatest goaltender in the world, but the fact is they had him. Pittsburgh had Barrasso, probably underrated more than not good. Fleury, of course, who is outstanding. Although he had his struggle years too. Are they going to, let's see how many, let's count the times that Edmonton loses battles in the corners. 1. One time. 1 for 1 lost battles in the corner in the defensive end. They would only give out 3 goals. Yeah, well, Barrasso, it was that type of era, too. It was harder to be a goaltender there. Fuhrer was like that. He would give up goals, but he would never give up the big goals. That's what they always said about him. And, I mean, look at the team he had in front of him. They played pure offense, so he got a lot of high-quality scoring chances against him because they knew they were going to be able to outscore them. So far, there's only been one battle in the defensive end for. All right. Oh, so they're going to start dumping and chasing with New Jersey. New Jersey wins that battle. That's 2. Not a shot straight into the breadbasket. Ron Hextall, yeah. Well, besides that, like LA had quick. The Pittsburgh we already said. Colorado had Waugh when they won. That's pretty darn good. New Jersey, Brodeur, of course. Like most that did. Just about. McDavid almost put it away again. Now Edmonton's getting outshot 28-23. This is a third period. They're not a great third period team or haven't been in the past. Why did I put that live bet in? Because I know if it goes in, I have too much. Well, ooh, nice little deflection, but at least they got a shot on goal. Yeah, Ron Hextall would score goals, right? Well, I don't know. He was still pretty fantastic. I wouldn't take anything away from him. He was a fantastic, unbelievable goaltender. But that was in the clutch and grab era. But it was in clutch and grab for every team. So New Jersey did it better than everybody, though. Nobody clutched and grabbed more than New Jersey and better at it than New Jersey. If you want to call that something to be proud of, I guess. And now they've totally broken that because this New Jersey team is not strong defensively. Okay, there's a battle. Oh, they won a battle. That was because somebody, a forward came down and took the puck, but a team like the Edmonton Oilers only getting 24 shots on goal. No breakaways against the Devils. Yeah, it was definitely hard to. He got kind of. It was kind of unfortunate for Brodeur that he'll always have that asterisk, even though I think he was just as good as any goaltender out there. But the asterisk will probably always be there. Oilers in the offensive zone lose the face-off. Okay, should be a fight for a puck here. Let's see who wins it. New Jersey. 2-for-1. New Jersey wins it. What horrible defense. Who was that? Who was that? Oh, okay. Actually, that should have been a holding call. I shouldn't even call that, but that was Cece. Cece got beat clean, but it probably should have been a holding call because it looked like he was holding on to his stick. So we'll call that a wash. I'm not going to give him lose the battle in the defensive zone. New Jersey's kind of playing on their heels right now. It's a great opportunity for Edmonton to start playing aggressive and anticipating in the neutral zone, which they're not. Okay, there's a battle. Lost. It wasn't even a battle. He just handed it over to him. Again, just turnover after turnover after turnover. It's freaking crazy. Absolutely. If Hasek was on the New Jersey Devils, they would have been a dynasty above all dynasties, and Luongo too. I agree. I think Luongo and Brodeur were about as good as each other. But Hasek on New Jersey. Oh my God.
Transition and Mercer again swings it across. They pop it high soft. Oh, they got all. That was hammered. Top corner. Johnson.
I don't even think that hit anybody. Well, we got 15 minutes left. The Oilers will probably be able to tie this up, I would say. I don't know. Who knows? They play so bad defensively, it's hard to say. Why sharp angle from there? You got all the skill in the world. You don't need to be making stupid shots like that. Oh, nice one-timer by Yamamoto. Somebody's down. He's not getting up anytime soon. Yeah, well, I know. Luongo and also Vancouver wasn't really the greatest team.
Tomorrow, available today at Martin Motorsports. Edmonton creating a look here offensively. They slip the puck around. Leon Draisaitl.
I don't know.
Rick's won a goal, and that one bit by Hamilton. Here's Barry finding McDavid coming off the goal line.
I think he used to flop in such a way that he would take the angles away too. And he seemed to be able to just anticipate if a player's going to go high or low. I think that was the biggest thing. He just knew they were going to go low before they knew they were going to go low, and they were already going low, and he's already got the bottom of the net. That's what it looked like to me. He just knew they were going to go low before they did. All right, let's go. Might as well play like this, Edmonton. It's the only way you're going to win. Back and forth, back and forth. Oh, yeah. I think that's pretty much the way Hasek was. It's like he would anticipate if you were going high or low so well. Oh, Oilers score. There. Oh, Shore actually scored a goal. Wow. McLeod out to Shore. Shore puts it top corner on Blackwood. New Jersey defense looked really bad there. They were all looking. Nobody's paying attention to him at all. Peyton on the radio's favorite player, Shore, pots one in the top corner. Hey, Swerve! Haven't seen you in a while, man. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Last shot wins is right. Oh, the Oilers can't play defense worth a darn. New Jersey's not great at it, but they've been better than Oilers. We've been doing a count on how many times the Oilers get outworked on the puck. New Jersey's beating them most of the time when there's a puck battle in the corner. Yeah, and when they do, they put it over the net. Oh, penalty. Nuge draws a penalty. Scores! What the heck? Nuge draws a penalty. I should have went over 9.5. Was that Yams again? Did Yams get another one? Hopkins draws the penalty. No, that was Yamamoto that drew the penalty. Then he gets up and pots it. Having a discussion about what? Offside? I didn't see the Devils rest possession on that sequence, which would have, of course, killed the play and resulted in the Edmonton power. They're saying that New Jersey had possession. Where? Oh. See, that isn't possession to me. I mean, Hamilton makes a play on it. That is a possession, but he didn't call it, so he didn't call it. What are they going to do now?
Continue with that. Well, I would say, John, possession is 9/10 of what should be that rule, and they didn't have it.
You didn't call it. You're going to go back. Can they do this? What are you talking about? You can't do this. You can't just decide, oh, yeah, we missed that call, unless it's an offside. It's a goal, man. Oh, okay. That would be possession, but they didn't call it. I agree, it is possession. They should have called it, but they didn't call it. You can't go back now and change your mind on it. What are you going to do? There's no, you can't challenge it. I've never. Why is this? Why would it even matter? Just say I missed the call. You missed the. What? I didn't know. There's a mid-game. No, it's not play after he calls the penalty. I didn't even know you were allowed to do this. Okay, thanks for coming in, Lauren. No, I didn't even know you could do this. How do you challenge this? I never heard of this before. Have you guys ever heard of this before?
I think this is going to count. Well, if it counts, the others are going to get a problem with this as well. On top of it.
I don't think it's going to count. I didn't know you could do this.
11 minutes remaining. That could be a damaging blow for the Devils. Not only are they behind, but now you put the league's best power play for their first crack at it this afternoon.
Now they got to decipher what is possession and what's not possession. This is going to be interesting because what does it mean to have possession? Does it mean that you can just tap it like that? I think it does, actually. I honestly think if they can challenge this, which I didn't even know you could challenge this. Yeah, I agree. It should be a dead play, but I don't agree that you can challenge this. Obviously, you can. I never knew you could challenge something like this. I never heard of it before. I don't remember them ever saying that they could do this.
Well, you just have to worry a lot of these situations anyway. You're not what I would say a relaxed observer when it comes to these goals. Yeah, I mean, to me, that's not a bump. That's a tip. I mean, perhaps he feels he should have reeled it in. But
Well, this changes everything then. Because how many times have you seen them call the play dead on a play like that? If we find out that that's not possession, then you know how many calls should have been called before?
the challenge situation, I would have to think that it's not on. That's not Mike Duncan Keith's best game as well. There's no question. So the play stands. This is another assist for him.
See, these are all the
So it's not the first time today we've seen them keep
this is a new world stranger than the last. Yeah, exactly.
the David goal. It was their relentlessness that I kind of felt helped create that goal. They're still taking a long time here, and this is where your argument.
Well, they're figuring what is a possession and what's not. How long do you got to hold on to the puck? This could change a lot of things because how many times have you seen?
I actually think they have a more of an argument for Hamilton. But I mean, Hamilton's off his speed and it's just flailing. I'm thinking they're challenging the Jack Hughes. That's what I would think.
Wow, this is weird.
But of course, when you look at it,
This is bringing up a whole bunch of questions.
and resetting the clock accordingly. Right. This has been a lengthy delay. There's no question.
What is possession? I've always wondered that too, but you never thought about it before. You saw a play like that, they call it dead. You go, okay, they touched the puck, but it really is supposed to be that they have possession, not touch the puck. So does that mean that when a guy just, like usually you'll see a guy just bang at it to get it out of the zone, and they'll say that's possession. If that's the case, then that is possession. But is that supposed to be like that? Do you actually have to hold it on your stick for a certain amount of time in the letter of the law or the rules or whatever? Because if that's the case, they got to start calling it that way, because they really have never called it that way.
I think that's the stronger argument, the Hamilton play than the Hughes. The Hughes is a tip. Lots of angles on it.
Oh, and then there's the Hamilton play where it went off a stick, but he didn't really have possession. Was that possession? Oh my gosh.
Not only category of challenge, but length of
This is going to be weird.
Oilers run into a back-to-back.
Strange is right. Well, I'm going to go get a coffee. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, whoever just came in here.
They've been decimated by injuries and illness as well. It's been one of the challenges, but they lost Poland. So I think we all perhaps underestimate the challenge of opening the season with 10 plus games on the road. No question about it. That's the game back to fight. This interminable delay continues as we get everything settled down here. Getting conflicting reports. Something it has to be the Hamilton touch, and other thing it has to be the Hughes. Yeah. So you can't even agree on which one they're looking at most closely, quite frankly. And I mean, at this point, the players might as well take a lap. I mean, any longer, and they might have the first four-period game played 60 minutes in the history of the National Hockey League. We're at 9 minutes so far. Takes me less time to need a sub here in New York. You got lots of nice chair. That nice chair. Have you had a little New York pizza yet? Yeah, we will be tonight. I believe we have a decision. We have a decision. We're going to be new. So this is an interesting twist. There's no penalty for the challenge because after 9 minutes they determined it was non-challengeable. Well, I think
I'm making coffee right now. I can't believe they said that. It's not challengeable, which I thought from the beginning, how is that a challengeable play? I was just like, that's not challengeable. And it's right. And it took them 9 minutes to come up with that answer. That is so. We're going to be talking about this one for a long time. I'm still making my coffee. I'll be right back.
I mean, by this point, we could have watched half of Mary Tyler or Reba. Those might play 22 minutes back in the day. This year was the league started back in 2019, where they had a somewhat similar situation here in Portland last year. If there was, you tell me. I'm John explaining. Dave Timmons saying, look, was held in by CC. Draisaitl. CC. Duncan Keith. CC fan. Turned around. Cleared. Back to center. Desperate breath. As the thousands of people trying to determine whether CC had possession. That's back in. Here's Mike Smith. Out to handle. Duncan Keith picked up his second assist of the afternoon on the go-ahead goal. Edmonton's first lead at 5-4. Now, 10:45 to go. It's up to Mike Smith to see if he can close it. Darnell Nurse ripped it toward the net. Save made by Blackwood. McDavid to Hyman. Speeds. And under heavy traffic, Hill relinquished puck possession to Johnson. Siegenthaler. Severson on target. Johnson goes inside. Pass was tipped. McDavid away for Edmonton. Golfs it behind the New Jersey defense. Turning and flooding for the Florals. Siegenthaler.
That's crazy. Oh, Anaheim Vegas is on right now. I forgot to put a freaking pick in for that.
Is this thing really necessary? Well, now that I'm managing our investments online, we can't afford to miss anything.
Oh. It's on, but we can't watch it till after this. I didn't know what to take for Vegas and Anaheim. Oh, I liked Vegas ML, didn't I? But Gibson was in there, so probably makeup call, yeah. That game started already? It hasn't started yet. Could Vegas go? Oh, what happened there? Why is Vegas giving up 148? What? Why is Vegas giving up so much juice on that Anaheim game? I'm almost thinking about taking Ducks PL. What? That's crazy.
Today's hit of the game brought to you by J.D. Tate Brown. Accident Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters in injury law. Well, David Severson gets a real good shot in on Zach Hyman, and Darnell Nurse and Connor David aren't taking any lap. And I got news for David Severson.
Oh, Fowler is out. Okay, Fowler's out. That's it? Fowler's out? Who's going to be in net? Did they not put Gibbs in it? Gibson's in. Ducks PL seems like a good one. Maybe there was more injuries? Getzlaff, Raquel. Oh, Grant, Lunderstrom, Silverberg. Well, I'm going to put PL on that. What's the PL on that? Puck line. Spread.
Cleared away by Bouchard. And now played down the middle by Eachier. With a bump inadvertently. Or perhaps accidentally on purpose from Devin Shore on his way off. You get Yamamoto. No banging in. Taken by Graves. Shore. Challenging. Cleared up the gut. Keith will knock it down. Yamamoto. Off to Draisaitl. Back to the point. That's intercepted. Sharon Govich.
Sorry, guys. I've got to put my picks in here. Now, Oh my gosh, Smith just freaking went. Holy crap. Wow.
Second straight chip for Edmonton where Devin Shore has replaced Brian Nugent Hopkins since the Oilers made it 5-4. I wonder whether they got a little nicked up on that sequence. Guglielmi had a poke check to it. Softly off the glass. It's Dudich up the center. Guglielmi hacking away at trying to clear it up for Hyman. Battle for Michael McLeod briefly into the Edmonton zone, tugged out by Nurse. Inside 8 minutes left in regulation.
There, sorry, I had to get some picks in there. I think the Ducks PL are pretty good. They're getting 170 against Vegas. Like Vegas has got half their lineup out. I don't know if they'll win, but they should keep it close. Let's see if I'm right, but 7 minutes left. It's the Edmonton Oilers, though, so you just never know. But oh, that was a weird shot. Why would you take a shot from there? And then they just why don't you pass it back in that situation instead of just dumping it, giving up possession like that? Okay, here's a fight in the corner. Okay, that wasn't really a fight, so I guess you can't do that. Oh, yeah, give up the puck. They're freaking awesome at that. So good. Nobody, is there any team better at coughing up the puck than the Oilers? I don't think so. Puck management is a contradiction in terms when it comes to Oilers. I don't think there's any. I'd like to know what the actual stats on that. I can't see there being a team that coughs up the puck more than the Oilers. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see any team when I watch coughing up the puck as much as the Oilers do. It's cray-cray. And then not winning battles, yet still winning. That's the crazy thing. They're not winning as much as a team with McDavid should win, but they still win. A team that coughs up the puck and loses battles in the corners as much as they do should not be winning as much as they are, really. Yeah, they'll always call a penalty within the last 3 minutes, right? For sure they're going to call a penalty in the last 3 minutes of the game. Oh, there we go. Anaheim Vegas. Oh, Vegas scored one already. Well, we'll see. I'm watching the Anaheim game too. Is this Anaheim's first game too? I shouldn't have put that in. This is Anaheim's first game, isn't it? After the break. Shoot. There we go. Hey, Anaheim's starting to winning some battles here with Vegas. They could come back here. Oh, it was the fourth line doing some carrying. Doing some cycling down low. Anaheim's going to get a penalty. I might not have been right about that one. Oh, 5 minutes left. I should be watching this game. I just thought I'd slip over and check out that Vegas game for a bit. Oh, nice little move by McDavid. See, look at there's McDavid down in the corner again. Where that's the problem is McDavid always seems to have to play down in that corner because he knows the defensemen are not going to win and here so now he's got to come out after playing and basically fighting in the corners the whole game, and his shift is over. Right? If you had defensemen that could win battles, McDavid could spend more time going towards the offensive zone instead of fighting down in the defensive zone. And that's really the biggest problem with the Edmonton Oilers. That doesn't count. Wow. Holy crap. How did that not go in? Is Smith injured again? Smith's injured again. Smith is injured again, I bet. Oh my gosh. How did that not go in, though? What? Crazy. Okay, didn't score. Come on, Anaheim. I think you can win this game. Believe in yourselves. I keep on forgetting that Vegas is sort of like Pittsburgh. It doesn't matter who they have out. The way Anaheim's playing right now, Gibson's going to be have to be out of his head. Should have thought about that a little bit first before I put it in, because this is their first game back off of the. Nice. That's how you rag it. Yeah, Smith is hurt, right? Oh, he's okay. He's still okay? It looked like he was hurt. Man, we can't afford to have Smith hurt. As you can tell, they need Smith playing at the top. They need Smith, man. Face-off violation against the Devils. Live play is going to go.
swept down. That's a penalty. Everton goes on the power play. Nugent Hopkins, we mentioned, short replacement 5v5. And it's going to be Connor Yamamoto.
Oh, come on, put it away here, Edmonton. Stewart.
Clearly, Nugent Hopkins a little nicked up. Draisaitl wins a face-off back to Connor McDavid. Forced out wide and shovels back to Yamamoto. Dishing off to Tyson Berry. Draisaitl working around.
Oh, they won a battle. See, they win battles on the power play. How's that?
It's displeasure.
5-on-5, they can't win a battle to save their life. But they win battles on the power play.
Off the boards. Berry. This is an aggressive PK for Jersey. David DeBerry against the league's best power play, 31% coming in. Draisaitl inside.
Shh. Oh, yes.
Gordon McDavid dishes one timer. Draisaitl that missed. Otherwise, it's in. Yeah, I like that. Come back.
Draisaitl with that move. Sometimes McDavid should just be taking a shot from there, I think, though. Like, I know Draisaitl can thread the needle like pretty awesome, but that shouldn't have been a shot. Oh, who am I? Who? Look at me talking here like what I. If I were Draisaitl, I wouldn't do that sort of thing.
Down a couple bodies, they only elected to go with 11 forwards, and I think it helped Edmonton out early. Got Connor McDavid some extra shifts early in the game. And now no Nugent Hopkins on the bench, and it happened right after the Oilers.
No Nugent Hopkins on the bench.
Hammered off the boards and down the ice by Ryan Graves.
Smith messing around. How many times does he do that at the worst times?
Side.
3 minutes left. 10 seconds in the power play. Are they going to get another shot? They do. Draisaitl from the same spot. Everybody knows he's shooting it from there. No, man. That was the spot right there. All right. 3-on-2. You being here, yeah? Oh, now, okay, they're going to pull the goaltender now. Why did he take that shot? Oh, they got away with it. Maybe. Minute 50. They haven't pulled their goaltender yet? Why? Just do it, man. Now they gotta go. I don't know why he was rough not pulling the goaltender sooner. Like, you got to take a chance right now. There's a minute and some left. You're going to wait till a minute to get possession and everything? Okay, now they pulled it. Minute left. Oilers can't win a battle in the corner, so they can just float around back there whenever they want. 52. Oh, missed the one-timer. Wide open. Anticipation, guys. Anticipation. There we go. It's icing. But at least they alleviated the pressure. Alleviating the pressure. 37 seconds left. if you guys aren't Oilers fans, if you're an Oilers fan and Oilers man, obviously you are, it is the most stressful team because right now you are not 100% sure the Oilers are going to keep the puck out of the net. That's the thing about being an Oilers fan. If you're a Carolina Hurricanes fan, you're like, oh yeah, we got this. You're not stressed until the goal goes in. With the Oilers, you're like, I'm not sure. Not like really not sure. I think it's. See, there we go. Just like I was saying. Really not sure.
We see the replay here. He got picked right off the draw. Right there. And they got it back to a point. Long range bomber. A lot of bodies there. Devils get a deflection and they tie it. It's a double deflection even. Hamilton lets it fly, but the pick helped make the play.
Look at all the bodies there and nobody's in the lane. Nobody's in the lane at all. Oh my gosh. Both teams are going to play for the point. This would have been, why wouldn't I think about that? This could have been a great draw. Western team against the Eastern team. Crazy.
Vote to decide the NHL All-Star candidates. Vote today on the NHL app or visit NHL.
Oh, man. NHL postpones 9 more games. January 3rd, Minnesota, Ottawa, Islanders, Vancouver, Islanders, Edmonton. So basically all the American teams going into Canada is postponed all the way up until the 16th. Winnipeg, Edmonton. Why Winnipeg? Oh my gosh. 9 more games rescheduled by the league. Golden Knights are up 2-0, out shooting the Ducks 16-4. I guess I was wrong about the Ducks. Well, we got McDavid to finish her off here. No.
That's obviously critical in OT. Draisaitl busts down the right-hand side. Heischer in support. Fell down. Draisaitl in the net. Denied by Blackwood. Flash down the right skate. Draisaitl thought it might have been a penalty. Nurse take possession. Brilliant.
Oh.
And kicks it back for Connor McDavid.
Oh my gosh. What was that play there? What was that play there? Just pass it up. That one too. What was that? What's that? Just keep on passing it up 2-0. Here you go. Like, unbelievable. Talk about mental breakdown. It is 3 times in overtime, they basically just give up possession of the puck. Unbelievable. Just passed it right up to him. It's like, here you go. Oh, they stole it back and then give it back again. Wow. Where is everybody? Where's the third guy? I don't know. We are watching just an absolute disaster of a defense. Give up pucks like nothing in overtime. It's astounding how much the Oilers just find ways to lose a game. It's crazy. If they happen to lose this game. If they don't lose this game, they probably should have. Like, it is unbelievable. No, Jersey scores. It's over. Ridiculous. That was my live bet. I gotta stop doing lives.
And here it is. Jack Hughes hit on goal and robbed on an initial attempt by the Edmonton Oilers' Mike Smith. That extends the overtime round with a reverse pivot. And he tops it off to Hughes, who shoots through a partial screen, and Mike Smith can't get enough of it. And New Jersey wins 6-5.
They didn't deserve to win, though. Let's face it. They didn't deserve to win that game.
What a game it was to close out the year 2021. A brilliant matchup between the Devils and the Oilers and Smith after 2 terrific stops. And that one just nestled off his hip and in.
Crazy. Oh, good. NCAA came in, Quinnipiac. That was good.
We take a look at tonight's 3 stars, and not a surprise. All number 1 first round picks. Obviously, Hughes 2 goals. Adds an assist. Yamamoto 2 on a 3. And Connor McDavid was the best player of the ice for me. Bottom line, though, Hughes got the final half of this game for New Jersey. And in doing so, second OT winner this season. It's part of our Molson Canadian 3 stars. Jack Hughes, the winner.
Why? When are they going to start realizing that this team is terrible defensively? Like when you listen to Oilers broadcasts and stuff like that, and you listen to Oilers analysts from the Journal and stuff like that, and I wonder when they're ever going to come out and say the Edmonton Oilers are very bad defensively. Their defense, even their forwards now, mostly because the forwards have to act like defensemen, because the defenseman can't get the puck off anybody's stick, so they got to come back and basically, like you saw what McDavid is doing. And it's not their job to get the puck out of there. So they're not, they're not trained to get the puck to move the puck out of the corner. They're not defensemen. But they end up having to do it all the time because the defensemen never get the puck. Probably not. I'll see who else comes in here. I'll be right back. There you go. I'll stay for a little bit longer. I kind of want to see. What do I got here? What else? Okay, what do I got here? I just did a stupid parlay that probably isn't going to come in. No, it's going to come in. But they just got outshot 16-4. Not parlays. So I got College Ball, Merrimack, and Quinnipiac got in. Rangers over Lightning still to come. And we had the early pick was the over for 5. Yeah, that doesn't really mean much. Just a AHL trade. Probably Will Bitton met some chick or something that lives in where Nolan Stevens is, or vice versa. So he requested that he was able to get traded there. Because Will Bitton's probably never going to play in the NHL. He might have asked to be traded because he's been fighting to try to make it to the NHL for a while, and he figures if he goes to a different organization, maybe he'll get more of a chance to be able to make it. Or Nolan Stevens too, but it's not likely that either one of them will ever play much in the NHL. So. I'm watching Vegas, LA now. You got it? I gotta switch that. All right, so I underestimated Vegas here, I think. I don't know. I need the Ducks to come back here hard. I don't need them to win. I just need them to get like within 1. But coming back on Vegas on the 2-0, they're 2-0 already in the first. And I think he had. I had the under. Ducks got to come out strong here. I have a feeling the Ducks are going to have a stronger game this time now. No more news. No more news. Any more? Oh, did they finally say who's going to be in net for Tampa? Nope. Nobody. Capitals either. Oh, Peter Angelo is in. Ah, shoot. I shouldn't have went with Anaheim. What was I thinking? Let's. I don't want. I want hockey. Only hockey. Why are they showing me? Yeah, I made a mistake. I thought with Stone and Pacioretty out, Anaheim could keep this close, but I keep on forgetting. Vegas still got a fast team, strong defense, and also like Brossoit, but he's been actually better. That's been their weak link a little bit. Has been goaltending, and with Gibson in, I thought maybe they might be able to do something here, but I think I was wrong. That's a penalty. Yeah. Now Vegas is going to get a power play. They're just way too fast for the Ducks. Way too fast for the Ducks. I don't know the Duck. Well, I think this is the Ducks' first game since the break, right? Should have thought a little more about this one before I did it, because it took a period to get their legs. Not to mention, Vegas is like a crazy good third period team. Vegas does have a pretty poor power play, though, but look at skater right through everybody. Vegas Vegas just totally outskating Ducks. I gotta maybe do a hedge on here. What will they give me? -2.5. Switch it up that much because they are skating the crap out of the Ducks right now. Like, the Ducks are killing it off pretty good. I don't know. I can't see them have. Oh, look at this little move. Oh, it was all Robinson. Had to be Robinson. Well, I guess he's on the penalty kill, yeah. Faked, passed, couldn't get it in. Yeah. This is pretty much Vegas is just looking like Anaheim can't get their legs going at all. I really made a mistake on this. I just hedged it with Vegas -2.5 because I just can't see the Ducks coming back in this one at all. They're looking completely out of sorts. I wouldn't doubt that they chase Gibson in this game. Hey, whoever came in here, we're watching some Vegas and Golden Knight. Now look, as soon as I hedge it, now the Ducks, are playing a little bit of possession, but I just can't see that that's icing. I just can't see the Ducks having anything here. I made a mistake. How is that not? Oh, that's right. Couldn't that be goaltender interference there? Why isn't that goaltender interference? I don't know how that wasn't goaltender interference. He had his stick right in this, basically the goaltender's crotch. $213. I don't know when. When you look at Vegas's lineup, when they don't have Stone and Pacioretty out, you kind of wonder how they keep on doing what they do. It's not like they have the greatest lineup in the world, on paper, anyways. But they play with such pace. It's crazy. I even without them out. But I thought the Ducks would have a little more jump than they do now. Now I get to go for Vegas. Come on, Vegas. Keep on potting them. Potting them, potting them, potting them. Let's go. No, I think I'm going to head out, guys. It was fun. Thanks for all coming in and everything. I think I'm going to call her a day. We got heat now. Have a happy new year, everybody. And maybe I might even come on tonight. I might come on tonight. We'll see what happens. But that's my full 42. See you later, Oilers, man. And we'll talk to you Monday, maybe? Monday, right? Take care, everybody. That's my time. Okay, bye.